What's up, everybody? I know it's Monday. Hope trading is going really great for you guys. So I skimmed through this book, and I did mention that I was gonna talk about the Trading for Dummies book. Now, this book is kind of like an all-in-one deal because it goes straight to. I want to show you guys here. Talks about stocks, and in the first part, like how to trade stocks. Looking into the investment part of the stock market, Wall Street, what's involved. And so, and then chapter 2 talks about exploring markets and stock exchanges. So I don't trade stocks. I do look at some of the stocks here and there, but I'm not like a high, I'm not like a guy that talks about day trading stocks all day long. And then chapter 3 talks about discovering brokerage options, right? ECN, I talk a lot about ECN, Electronic Communications Network. I always choose ECN over micro and STP because ECN is faster execution, number one. The spreads are lower than STP and the micro accounts, and you can have a more higher leverage with ECN. So that's three things I like. I talk a little bit about ECN on here, but I think that's the most important chapter if people were to really read up into is part 2, which is the fundamental analysis that caught my attention here. You can see it talks about the recession, the recovery stage, talks about what happens when the recession hits, or what are some things to pay attention to before the recession hits. So that's and then hops into interest rates, money supply, inflation rate. I'm just reading off the book here. Deflation, jobless claims, consumer confidence, and business activity, which is all on chapter 5 on Fundamentals 101, right after the recession. And then let's see here. That's pretty much all I would read. I wouldn't read chapter 6 because that's more into on the business aspect side. I'm talking about like company side, not on trading. What I'm trying to get into here is, and then part 3 is like what I talked about, technical analysis. So when I was skimming through this book, it actually just goes over like, I don't know, it's nothing like, to me, like it's nothing that would like advance where I would be going. It's more of a get familiar, general view, like a brief summary of fundamentals and technical analysis. It doesn't pinpoint like if I was to talk about naked Forex or the Candlestick Bible, those are specific, areas of Forex trade. So that's what I'm trying to get to. Here it's just more of a general book. This is just a general book to read up on and understand the knowledge behind the markets a little bit, understand the economic side to the fundamentals, and then some of the technical analysis. So I don't really want to talk too much about this book because if you read, let me get my books. I got if you just read these two books, you're more well off, than trying to read Trading for Dummies. That's what I'm saying. Is you're better off reading these two books here, right, versus read trading. So this trading is more just like taking an economics class, and unless you really want to read economics 101, that's, as a Forex trader, to me, you're staring at the charts. You're looking at the graphs, right? You're staring at the charts. Oh, okay. My computer's turned on. So you stare at the charts. You're constantly looking, right? And that's the first thing you always look at is here, let me share my screen, right? Is that if someone was going to show you, right, a chart, right, and this is on tradingeconomics.com, and this is on, you know, the dollar to the yen here on USD JPY on the 4-hour chart, how many of us are actually going to be trying to read up on economics right away and trying to say, oh, well, I should probably start looking at what happens with the economy in Japan and then tie that with the economy with the US, so I know exactly what could I be looking at on the economic side, or you know, based on fundamentals. If you look at the chart and you understand your technical viewpoints, right, on your technical analysis side, and you're looking at, you know, these candlesticks or bar charts or whatever, or ticks, then you have a general idea, okay, what exactly you're looking at, versus just trying to hop into straight into fundamentals. And so I've been more focused on the technical side versus the fundamental side. I don't read up on a lot on Forex news anymore. It's a lot of hocus pocus. It's a lot of too many viewpoints from one professional to the next professional. High impact news can go all over the place, and the markets are going to play out how they're going to play it out. You can't dictate and anticipate so much to the fact that, you know, fundamentals is going to be running the show all the time. If you play, you know, what I want to say is that if you understand, I don't know, I was 80% into fundamental trading in the beginning, but I'm like maybe 20% fundamental now. And so some people, I don't know, they can bash technical analysis all they want. They can talk crap about it. That's what they want. But if you were a brand new Forex trader, you're looking at the chart. You're not reading up on investing.com. You're not read up on Forex Factor. You're not read up on any Forex news. So that, like, what I'm trying to say is that you're not hopping in here, read it up on Forex news here, and then be like, oh, well, today I'm just not gonna look at the chart, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just buy USD JPY today, just because I'm reading up on some news here. Makes no sense whatsoever. When you dive down, whether it's tradingview.com here, right? TradingView, this is strictly, you're analyzing the chart. You're not analyzing news. And so when you analyze the chart, you're into the technical analysis point. Some people don't understand that. I'm trying to point this out here. So if you don't have any basic knowledge of looking at these charts, you're gonna get caught up regardless of how great you are on the fundamental side. And so I had to learn that way on my own. That's why I went with Naked Forex last year. You know, last year back in July, so pretty much a year ago, and strictly got all the indicators out. So when you eliminate and simplify, right, you eliminate the weaknesses or the things that are just confusing you, and then you approach, you know, something else with it, you're gonna get a much better experience in trading. And so, and you have to keep consistently and persevering through that so that you can get better and better and better at it. So then you're not like, oh, well, I learned one strategy for now, I'm just gonna give up and I'm gonna just go back to where I was okay of doing, or what I was comfortable doing. And so it's just something that I wanted to bring up, because a lot of people don't view technical analysis as a really strong approach. And but if you're brand new to trading, you're constantly looking at the charts. So I don't know why you would not take the time to learn and read what is exactly on the chart. Like the charts I'm showing, it's all straight naked, right? It's all candlesticks coming up and down, and I got like one horizontal line, and that's it. I'm just marking up, you know, where the next price or what could actually be hitting down on a downtrend or hitting up on the new leg going up on an uptrend. and then that's it. And so, easiest way I can say it, I look at the candlestick, I look at the price, and I look at the structure of everything, right? Where it's a 4-hour, daily, weekly, monthly. Okay, candle, price, structure. If it's consolidating, obviously I'm waiting for a breakout. If it's not consolidating, then what? Whether I'm following the uptrend or the downtrend. And then that's it. Everything that I look at that's my order right there. Before, like 2 years ago, all I was looking at is, oh, what could possibly happen with high impact news to this event, or what could possibly happen with, you know, the new president, or, you know, I was so focused on reading up on news and so focused on economics that I forgot to look at the charts. It's you gotta go back to the drawing board. And so, like I said, I'll just be honest, like, if I taken the time, if I seriously took it, taking the time to learn price action candlesticks instead of having like 8 indicators, I had like at least about 10 indicators. So it's a lot to look at for confirmations. Instead of looking for confirmations, wipe all those indicators out and start nitpicking price with those candlesticks. I don't use bars. I don't use the ticks. I mean, that's another way if you want to look at it. But what I'm trying to say is that when you simplify your approach to the charts and you understand more of your approach to your technical analysis and your viewpoints on where things are going with the structure of the trend or the structure of the zone of consolidation, then you know what your confirmations are when you're looking at those at everything in the chart and the time frames too. So it doesn't make sense to look at a 1 hour time frame and try and compare it to a 1 minute time frame, right? You're scalping the markets, you're doing day trading like intradays, or you're doing full long-term swings on weekly, monthlies. So that's another thing I will touch base on. But as of right now, this book, though I recommend this book, I bought it for, really? I bought it for that much? I didn't know I bought it for $35. So I bought it at Barnes and Nobles. I bought all the books at Barnes and Nobles because I loaned the other books to some other guys that were interested and never gave back. So other than that, like I said, what is mindset? My psychology on trading. I do plan on releasing that out before my birthday. So my birthday is next month. It's like a month. Yeah, it's actually a month from today. Yeah, pretty much a month from today. So I will release that. It will be a long, extensive video. I apologize, but I was thinking about doing like 3 parts to it or 4 parts to it, but I was just gonna live stream and just showcase exactly what it is, you know, that's in my brain about Forex. So I know a lot of people are really waiting for that and can't wait for it to come out. And I'm not charging nobody for this. Like I said, it's gonna be on YouTube, and it's gonna be flat out, straight out to the point of where exactly, how I approach it, what I look at, what exactly, you know, is going on in my mind, the emotions of stress, right? And so all that, you know, and I want to put it out there for you guys so you guys can actually take it for yourself to understand the real mentality of thinking in Forex trading from me, not from somebody else. So other than that, I hope you guys have a really great Monday. And this week is kind of slow, so don't expect too much. Like I said, it was really hectic last week, but I'm not really expecting too much for this week. We could probably might end up just seeing another consolidation phase again until the trade wars kick back up again. And and trade wars is supposed to be keep going until September 1st. So if that's the case, we might just end up seeing, I don't know, another structure of consolidation, maybe another breakout at the end of the month before the trade wars get settled in as a deal being negotiated with all the countries, not just US and China. And we'll see where it goes from there, because we are going to be entering the fall season. You have to understand that the fall season, is coming around. We're coming to me, this is the last month of summer for me. So you gotta understand that every season changes, every 90 days it changes, right? When we're coming into the new quarter, what could possibly happen in the new quarter? So there you guys have it. Other than that, that is it. Stay tuned for the, I guess, mentality of Forex, I don't know, psychology of Forex, so of my psychology. So that's it, guys.